Boom. Keep him coming. Right, shall we make a start then? Let's get this measuring jug out. I know you all love me measuring jug. I don't own a hat. And obviously this, I think this works better anyway because it's clear, so you can see that I'm not, you know, I'm putting my hand in without holding anything and just going straight in there, and just move it up a little bit, just spinning them round and pulling one out. So first out of the jug then is Barry Bogbrush. Barry Bogbrush. So Barry Bogbrush disposed of Abdroof. Get me typing and nothing's coming up. Disposed of Abdroof in round 2. I can't remember who he played in round 1. I've got the round 1 fixtures here. Let me have a look. Who did he play in round 1? Mr. Headshot Zero, that was it. So he played Mr. Headshot Zero in round 1, disposed of him, and then played Abdroof in round 2 and disposed of him. You like my jugs, Bear? I thought you might. Okay, let's go next out then. Barry Bogbrush will play Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf 3204, who is the favourite for this tournament as things stand. Duncan was the favourite originally, but the way Lone Wolf has been playing, I mean Connor was a good player, to be fair, that he disposed of in round 1, and then he played Arcane in round 2, but Arcane hasn't played this game for a very, very long time, and he's been playing Assassin's Creed and Uncharted 4, and trying to get back into this for a 1v1 tournament was always going to be a struggle, and when he's playing against a player like Lone Wolf, yeah, he didn't really stand much of a chance. Hey Jesse, nice to have you here, buddy. Yeah, so Barry Bogbrush versus Lone Wolf 3204. I do expect Lone Wolf to win that one. You know, Barry's done alright, but I don't think he's done anything special. Lone Wolf has obviously caught the eye of a lot of viewers, so I'd expect Lone Wolf to progress in that one. Let's go for the next name out of the hat then is... I keep calling it a hat, don't I? Sorry, it's a figure of speech. Duncan. Duncan is the number 2 favourite now. Did struggle against Shut Up Walter in round 2. You know, he made hard work of that. His round 1 opponent was Daddy Niner Empire, which he disposed of quite competently without any worries. But he did struggle against Shut Up Walter. But Walter is a good player. He was very unlucky in that game. Forgot to reload his shotgun. If he'd have reloaded that shotgun before he went steaming in, he'd have won that game rather than tie it. So Duncan will play Look Look. Ho 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 ho! Duncan versus Look Look 876. You have, ladies and gentlemen, the tie of the round right there. Look Look, 3rd favourite for this tournament. Duncan, 2nd favourite. That does prove to be a fantastic game. I can't wait to see that one. That will be really, really enjoyable to watch. Look Look disposed of Mad Circle in round 2 and disposed of Kamsi in round 1. Kamsi's actually from the same country as Look Look. Not quite. Are they Norwegian? I can't remember where they're from. I think it's Norway. Kamsi sounds Norwegian. Next out we have Shiv Prince. Shiv Prince has probably become the villain of the tournament. He disposed of... Who did he play in round 1? Captain Mango Man. He got rid of Captain Mango Man in round 1. And then he played Giant Roger, didn't he? Sorry, Roger, I forgot. Forgot you were here. played Giant Roger in round 2. But I know he has been a bit of a villain and been upsetting some people in the comment sections of the videos. Next out of the jug to play Shiv Prince is Daniel 12. Daniel 12 versus Shiv Prince. Daniel is a Spanish player that disposed of Razmi 13 in round 1 and then beat New Five Bullet 115 in round 2. Daniel is the admin for the Last of Us Factions Facebook group, the Last of Us Fanatics, sorry, Facebook group. If you want to go check that out, Daniel, like I say, Daniel's the admin for that, and he is very, very proactive with that Facebook group. It's a very, very good group, probably the best one on Facebook as far as I'm concerned. He does a lot of work in maintaining that and keeping it up to date, really, despite the game being 3-4 years old. So, you think the Prince will go down, Jesse? Yeah, it's a good game, that, Vaughan, isn't it? Yeah, I'll make you a mod, Jesse. Just let me finish this, love, and then I'll make you a mod. Next out of the hat. So 3 games down, 3 to go. We have Unblock Zippity Zap, aka Jimmy. Now it will be interesting to see who he goes up against. Jimmy has played custom games so far. Did the Cowboy Headshot Challenge in round 1 with Jave FNG, and then with Meet Mr. Mayhem in round 2 they did a Shivs only game. And Jimmy has quite comfortably walked both of those games, so I'll be very surprised if his opponent agrees to a custom game. A lot will depend on who he's got. The top 3 favourites have all been drawn in Lone Wolf, Duncan and Luck Luck. So we'll see who he gets. What Zippity's at will play. Buff the Welfare. So, Romance versus Jimmy. Now, Romance might actually play a custom game with him, because Romance also played a headshot only game in round 1 against Crazy Calcium. So, Buff the Welfare versus Unblock Zippity Zap, we may see a custom game there. A lot will depend on whether either player actually wants to progress or not, because I know Jimmy doesn't really want to go out now. He's got to round 3, and I think after Buff the Welfare beat Possum the Possum in round 2, I think he won't want that hard work to go to waste by losing in a custom game. But it will be interesting. We'll have to see what the 2 participants agree to. But well, that proves to be another good game there as well. No tie would pull out of here now. We're going to beat the Duncan. Look, though, that's going to be fantastic. So 2 more games to draw. Karmatic Assassin, probably 4th favourite for the tournament, I would say. Karmatic Assassin struggled in round 2 against I Am Super Cool. Had to switch to the hunting rifle because the bow wasn't working for him. Just a small bit of paper. Cannot unravel it. With my big fingers. Kanda 6F7. So Kanda disposed of Jessanddc in round 2. He played. Who did he play in round 1? I can't remember who he played in round 1. No, Il Fayette. Fate. However you pronounce it. So Kanda against Karmatic Assassin. So we have 5 games there. We've only got 2 names left. Does anyone know who they are? Can anyone remember who the other 2 are? I'm not playing Jessie, it's an old video that I've just put on through VLC. So we've got Name Alex 10 against... Name Alex 10 is probably the 5th favourite in my eyes. He's been very... Oh, having said that, Sub 3 man. I forgot about Sub 3 man. Name Alex 10 against Sub 3 man actually will be a very, very good game. Well, that's your draw. You've obviously got Valkyrie 887 versus Bruce 8100 as well. I mean, that will be a good game as well, to be fair. Bruce is a very, very good player. And Valkyrie is that old dog that's come back to the game after being out of it for so long and was regarded as one of the best in the early stages of the game, PS3 and early stages of PS4. Fallen away a bit, obviously, as other players have got to grips with the game and learned how to manoeuvre. But Valkyrie 887 against Bruce will be a very, very good game. Name Alex 10 versus Sub 3 man will also be a very, very, very good game. Karmatic against Kanda. You'd expect Karmatic to go through there. I know Kanda wasn't that fussed about progressing to the next round. He did want Jessanddc to go ahead in his place, but you know, we can't do that. Jessanddc lost in round 1 and then lost in round 2. We then can't put him through to round 3, otherwise it just makes a mockery of the tournament. So Kanda, I did give Kanda an ultimatum. He either plays in round 3 or he withdraws, and then I decide who goes through. So he decided to play on. But he's been drawn against Karmatic Assassin, like I say, probably 4th favourite for the tournament, behind Look, Duncan and Lone Wolf. Sub 3 man versus Name Alex. Both probably 5th and 6th favourites. I wouldn't like to say which way around. They've both been very, very good in this tournament. Shiv Prince against Daniel 12. I'm not really sure who'll win that. Daniel 12. I don't think either of them have really stood out. Shiv Prince has got that deadly combination of his bomb expert flamethrower if he wants to go down that angle again, so he may come out on top of that one. Duncan versus Look. God, I dread to think what's going to happen there. I'm going to have to go with Duncan because he was the tournament favourite originally. And then Barry Bogbrush against Lone Wolf 3204. You'd expect Lone Wolf to progress comfortably in that one. Barry's not really done anything spectacular, whereas Lone Wolf, like I said earlier, has caught the eye of everybody that's been watching and participating. So that's your draw, guys. What do we all think? Just let Karmatic go to round 4. No, you don't think it's a walkover, do you? Kanda has been quite a good player, to be fair. I don't think it will be a walkover. I do expect Karmatic to progress, but I don't think it'll be a walkover. No, I mean, Karmatic struggled against I Am Super Cool, to be fair. It was probably on, from what I've seen, I didn't really know either player before the tournament. From what I've seen, I Am Super Cool and Kanda probably on an equivalent playing field. So yeah, I think Karmatic will struggle. It'll depend whether he goes with his bow or his hunting rifle. What else do we think, guys? Vaughn thinks Duncan will beat Look. Yeah, Jesse agrees with that. Jimmy will upset Buff. Alright, Vaughn. Kanda gave you and Flynn, well, if he gave Flynn problems, he's certainly going to give Karmatic problems. So yeah, so that is it. That is your round 3 draw. I'm going to log off. I'll leave the stream going for a couple more minutes so you can have your chats and say your farewells and catch up with each other outside the stream. But as you can tell, I'm not feeling too great. Eyes getting worse and worse. So I'm going to log off and then I'm going to my mother's for Sunday dinner. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support, and I will see you all in round 3 in about a week's time. I'm going to give it a week. Obviously, I'm moving house, so the games will probably come out a week on Monday, or maybe next week, and depending on how my move goes and whether I've got internet access as well. That's always going to be a bit of a tall order. So again, thank you very much, and I will see you all in round 3 next week. Thanks for watching. and bye for now.